Hi there, in this lesson I'm going to show you how to create a scale drawing with a protractor and then work out a real height using your scale drawing. So we've got this picture showing a photographer bravely taking photos of a giant alien cowboy over here. Our job is to draw a triangle, just the triangle part, not the cowboy itself. Use this scale, and then we've got to measure the height of the alien in your diagram and calculate its real height. Okay, so what I'm going to do first is I'm going to work out the length of the bottom part, which is 16 divided by 4, because the scale is 1 centimetre to 4 metres, and that will give us a length at the bottom of 4 centimetres along the bottom. Okay, so I'm going to move that quite far down because this could end up being quite big. So 4 centimetres at the bottom there. Right, next I want to get this angle here, this 56 degrees. So I'm going to take my protractor. This centre target should go over here and should match up to the end of the line because the angle's at this side, so I'm not putting the protractor over here. Now the bottom bit of the protractor, this line here, should match up with this bottom line here of your triangle. Now what you want to do is go from this side and go round from the 0 line. So 10, 20, 30, 40, I think it was 56. So 50's here, matching up at the 130, and if you go 6 forward from there, there's 5, 6. And if you keep going, you'll get to 60. I know that says 120, but we're talking 60 on the inside here. So that's your kind of angle there. Now what you want to do is you want to take your line and go through that dot. And you want to keep going until you meet the vertical line coming from here. Now I would do this quite faintly so as you can end up rubbing it out. Okay, so it's easy for me to go straight up, and then any excess I can just kind of take back a wee bit. But you're going straight up from this bit in the bottom corner, and this line you're going through that dot, but you have to kind of rub out this wee end bit here. I can just move it back like that, and I've got my triangle. Okay, so I'm going to put in my unit here, which is 56 degrees. And then what I've got to do is I've got to measure the height in my diagram. So I've got to measure the height. So I'm going to do that. And then I'm going to measure how high this is in my diagram. So this says, that's pretty much 6, isn't it? So 6 centimetres. Right, so the giant is not 6 centimetres because there's a scale involved here. Now the scale is 1 centimetre equals 4 metres. So I've got to answer this question by doing this. I need to take my measurement of 6, I need to multiply it by the 4. So times it by the 4, and then you'll get what the giant's height is. Now that's 24, and the scale goes from centimetres to metres. So the giant's 24 metres high, which is pretty high. So to recap, what did we do there? We drew the triangle according to this scale. So we got the 16 divided by 4, and that got our bottom bit 4. Drew the 56 degrees, drew a line through that wee dot there, had to match up to this bit here. We actually measured this height in our diagram and then multiplied it with the scale to get our 24 metres.